Off, I think, Animal Crossing is out right now. It's the big game.
Hmm.
And we were just talking about the mini direct a little bit, and there wasn't really a big game. I mean, Xenoblade Chronicles is a remake. And for me, remakes, ports, they don't count as like the big game. So we've talked about predictions of Breath of the Wild and things like that. What is the big game left for this year, or is there one?
Man, I think it's hard. It's hard to say. I can't fathom what in the world they could hit us with that we don't see coming.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only way they make this year a spectacular year. Like
Because
Animal
even if
Crossing.
they do make an Arms 2, that's not the big game.
No, no, and I don't think Arms 2 would hit this year anyway. I think Arms 2 would probably hit early next year.
Yeah.
I don't think that they want to do what they've done in the past. If they're smart, they'll put Arms out in the beginning of the year where it kind of has room to breathe and can kind of like marinate and get its own thunder running on it.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, dude, I could see us getting Mario Golf, but I could see that probably this summer or
Hmm.
fall. Um, the only thing that I could think is the only things I am thinking in my mind are either a 2 pack Zelda HD remakes, Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, or Mario 3D World. Like
Mm.
they're the only things that can come to mind and make me go like, this is basically where they're going. I just, for the life of me, can't. I mean, even like a Metroid Prime trilogy, but like I just don't see what they could hit us with to make us go, this is a massive game. Like my mind is blank. I mean, I know that like, look, I know that like typical me would be like, oh, I want Punch Out, and I want Kid Icarus. I just don't think those games are ready.
No.
And for them to just be like, okay, here it is, I just don't see it happening.
Hmm.
So for me, I got to think of like, what are things that are just more. I'm trying to be a realist, not an optimist, and
Yeah.
or
They're
a
really
wishful thinker.
quiet right now.
They
Like
are.
if you watch the mini direct, there's a lot of people still saying they have nothing this year.
Yeah.
Which, like, I
I
mean,
mean, it's
you
very
kind of,
possible. It's very possible.
yeah.
They've hit us with 3 very solid years,
Hmm.
right? Well, this is the third year, but like they've hit us. The past 3 years have been amazing in terms of content and what we got and all that stuff, and the beginning of the year is a masterful game. You know what I mean with Animal Crossing. I don't
I'm
know.
leaning, I'm leaning heavily towards Skyward Sword HD. Like, they're
That could be one that would come out of nowhere and people would be like, "Holy cow!"
they said Zelda game every year. I don't see Breath of the Wild 2 coming out. So it's like, where do you go? I mean, Hyrule Warriors 2, like
No,
I don't think that would come out. Like, so it's
no,
Skyward Sword HD or the double pack. I would prefer the double pack
I would
personally.
too.
Or like, who knows, Majora's Mask.
I
Like,
mean,
I don't know.
let me ask you a question. Would a would like a Switch Sports get you excited?
Yes, it would, Bobby.
like if
That's
they were to
my yeah.
come out and be like, here's an HD game, here is um, bowling and basketball and baseball and boxing and
That'd
like
be great.
all these different games that were really good on the Switch or on the Wii. If they were to bring them back, like would
Even
that?
if they did like Switch Sports like winter and they did one like every season or something, that would be enough for me. But like we're talking big game. Not a lot of people like the motion control thing and stuff
Yeah,
like that. So I'm leaning towards three. They're kind of pie in the sky type things. Skyward Sword HD, Mario Kart, even though I don't know.
that's the thing. I
Or
mean, could we get that stuff? Could it be Splatoon 3? Could it be Mario Kart 9? Like it
yeah.
makes sense to me to get those, but
Hmm.
again, that's pie in the sky stuff.
Yeah. My original thing was Odyssey 2, but again, like they've been super quiet and I feel like Odyssey 2 would have been their E3 show floor, like
Yeah,
fully decked out. Maybe they're delaying a game. Maybe they're I mean because of all this what's going on.
yeah. I
But
wouldn't mind seeing like I really I've said this numerous times. I would love if they would do this. I just don't see it happening. But I want Super Mario All Stars 2
oh my
and
god.
I want 64, Sunshine, Galaxy 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Those 4 games. If you want to throw in 3D World, go ahead, throw 3D World in. But I think 3D World could be a game all by itself.
All done in the Odyssey engine.
All redo those 4 games, man. God, dude, it would be amazing. Like
That would
amazing.
be that would be insane.
Like if they were to do something where it was a matter of like you could play this the original way, or you could flip a switch and play with the new way, and just
Mm-hmm.
fix the cameras. And like if Mario 64 got the camera fixed, that game would be fantastic.
That would be great.
It's hard to play now because we're so used to the controlling the camera with Mario. It's tough to go back to that old way.
As far as Zelda games, though, they could go and say, "Here's Zelda 2 remake." They could like, there's a lot that they can pull from. I don't see any original titles though.
Let's look at rumors, right? So rumors are there was a rumor at one time of a Zelda 2 remake
Yep.
or remaster of some degree, right? So that was number one. There was also a rumor of Super Metroid getting remade to some degree, or Samus Returns getting ported over to the Switch. There was a 2D. There's a rumor of a 2D. I mean, dude, if they really wanted to blow the socks off a lot of people, as crazy as it sounds, but if they were to do like an HD remake or like an HD remake of Mother 3,
Oh my god.
people would lose their minds.
Could you imagine?
People would lose their minds, man. That game would explode.
If you're Reggie though, you're kind of hurting. Like I feel like he always wanted to announce it for the meme.
You know, it's whatever. But like, it would be. Who says they don't bring Reggie in? Be like, Reggie, just make this announcement. Just go, hey,
That'd
one
be
more
awesome.
thing, and be like, he could be like, hey, I left the office a couple years ago, but I had one more thing I wanted to tell you guys. And this is it. Like,
That'd be amazing.
It would be amazing, dude. It really would be. It would be. So, I don't know.
We shall see.
We shall see.